afternoon and welcome to Basin Life. I'm Krista Escamilla. Thanks so much for sharing your time with us. We're glad you're here. Coming up on today's show, we will speak with an education advocate about 3 changes for good that COVID-19 has brought about in education. It's almost time to take those holiday photos, but I know some of you might be feeling stressed, right, about picking out the right outfits. I know, I'm right there with you, especially if you have teenagers. Well, a local photographer will share her tricks of the trade. And coming up in today's Heart of the Basin, we take you to the town of Odessa, population 119,738, and hear how ice skating brought one man to West Texas, but it's the people that have kept him here. And Halloween is not canceled this year. That's right, it is not canceled, but you may be looking for a fun way to celebrate at home or with friends. Our guests will teach us how to make a fun, kid-friendly charcuterie board. I cannot wait to see it and to taste it. We hope that you will stick around for that. That's coming up in this half hour. Well, following Basin Life each week, Becky Ferguson will join us for her new show called One Question. And this week, she is diving deeper into a very important topic, the election. When will we know? That's coming up today at 5 o'clock. We hope you'll join us. Well, now joining us, I'm so excited, is community education advocate Christine Foreman. Christine, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Well, we are talking about one of, I know, your favorite topics and mine,
Yes.
Kids and education.
Yep.
And COVID-19 really did bring out some good when it comes to education. And so we're going to focus on that today. What's the first thing that came out of it that was good?
Well, I think as a parent, speaking as a parent of kids that are in school, I have a new appreciation for kids being face-to-face in the classroom. I think that was one of the biggest things that I saw parents and even students, they missed their friends, they missed being in the classroom and face-to-face. So being able to go to school and to the school building, we sort of had gotten in a rut and maybe, you know, we didn't anticipate being in a classroom with teachers and being educated face-to-face. So a new appreciation for education face-to-face, certainly by parents and by kids. And then I've heard plenty of teachers say, gosh, I don't want to do this virtual thing.
Right.
And so they appreciate having the kids in the classroom. So, you know, I think it changed our mindset. It got us out of a rut that we were in. Just, you know, it was an expectation that we were taking the kids and dropping them off at school. But when that's taken away really quickly,
right.
Then you sort of have a newfound appreciation for it. So that's the first thing.
That is so true, because I know we all have heard our children say from time to time, I just don't feel like going to school today. I haven't heard that once this year.
Yeah.
Not once. They are ready to go.
Yes.
They're excited. They are ready to get back in that classroom. And I think that is so important. The second thing was we've really learned a lot through remote learning.
That's right. Jumping into the virtual world when it's not really on your radar. I was on a statewide education call about 3 months ago during the midst of COVID, and you kind of hear how other areas, remote areas, are dealing with the push into virtual. Mm-hmm. And I was surprised, yet not surprised, that Midland has been far behind in technology for a while now in education, and maybe many other things too, just because of our resistance to change. And the Rio Grande Valley area, which is well known for educational success, they have been one-to-one technology. That means one student has one Chromebook or technology piece for in their classroom or at home. They've been one-to-one for 10 years.
Wow.
And our school board just voted for MISD to be a one-to-one district.
Right.
So we're behind, and then we're forced to jump into the virtual world when we're not prepared for it. But gosh, sometimes when you're pushed, you get prepared really quickly.
Absolutely.
So I think it's definitely helped us to move into the 21st century and do some of the things that we've been dragging our feet to do for a while. And so definitely a silver lining of jumping in and learning technology. And I would say as a parent, I, am guilty of not really staying up to date with all the virtual things, but I know a lot more now, and I'm actually, having conversations with my kids and having them show me, okay, what's Google Classroom, or
Right.
Show me how you're submitting these online, things that you have to submit for class. So it's been interesting, but I think we're going to be glad that it happened that way, because I think we would have resisted still if we hadn't had to jump right off into it.
Absolutely. I believe everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
And change is hard. And as a parent, we're having to change the way that we not only support our kids, but the teachers as well. Being the advocate you are, what suggestions would you give to us parents on how we can support kids and teachers in the classroom now that they're back?
Well, I would say one of the biggest things, and one of the things that I tried to do with my kids, and I really felt like just making a space for them at home that promotes that virtual learning environment. So they have all their supplies, they have their device, they have a pencil. I mean, just the basic things to really say, okay, this is your desk or your space in your room where you're going to be doing your schoolwork. And that means that your Xbox is not right there with you, and your iPhone is not a distraction, or the other things that can be a distraction. So supporting them by providing them the space, and then checking in with them, or just sending a quick email to their teachers, not to get upset with teachers about my kid's not liking virtual, or is having trouble with this. Say, what can I do as a parent to support you? Because, I know that you want my child to learn, and I want my child to learn. So how can we work at this together and not be, judging each other for the lack of, resources, or the way that technology maybe has glitches every once in a while. I think the biggest thing is just providing a positive, supportive environment. And then too, showing your kids that that's the way you need to be. We're not going to gripe when the internet goes out, or we're not going to, we're going to figure it out, and we can make this work, but we just have to, find the ways to do it.
That's so important. They are sponges, the good and the bad.
Yes,
they are picking it all up.
Yes, sometimes you have to go, oh, let me change my wording there.
Well, I'm so sorry we're out of time. I wish I had so many more questions, But really quick, in closing, if someone wants more information, how can they get involved, and where should they go?
Oh, well, there's lots of education places in Midland to get involved, but I would say your PTA at your school, even though we're not on campus right now, there's still ways to get involved. And then Educate Midland, I'm on their board, and we're doing a virtual tutoring program, which is super exciting. The Junior League of Midland, so many different places.
Different resources.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for all you do. I know that you are a big champion of education in our community, and we appreciate you, and I know those children do as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Christine. It was so much fun being with you today. All right, plaids, jeans, white shirt, PJs, should you match, should you not match? I know, it's hard, so many decisions. How do you pick the perfect outfit for your Christmas photos? Our next guest has some tips to take away the stress. But first, here's a great quote to live by. Welcome back. Joining us today is Christy Franklin. She is the owner of Kiki's Corner Photography. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Well, you are so talented, and I have been admiring your work for years. And I love, you were telling me how you got the name, the story behind the name.
Yes.
Share with us
Thank
that.
you. I've long admired you too and your career, and I'm excited about your show. So Kiki, my nephews, I have 2 daughters, I'm blessed with 2 girls, and then I have 2 honorary nephews, and they could not say Christy when they were born, so they called me Aunt Kiki, and that just kind of stuck. We're in our family's old converted gas station, and it's on the corner, so Kiki's Corner is the name of our studio.
I love it. It's the corner in Stanton.
It is.
Yes,
in
I
Stanton.
love that. Well,
it is.
you produce beautiful photography, and I think it's one of those things that when you see your pictures, you just know it's yours, and that's such a,
thank you.
A testament to what you do. And I know that as a parent, that all just doesn't happen without some thought behind what goes into what you're wearing, right?
That's exactly right, yes.
So what advice would you give to us parents on, really kind of putting the right outfits together and look for the photo shoots?
Okay, so it's family portrait season right now. That either exhilarates you, makes your heart race with joy, or it makes you, break out into a cold sweat.
Cold sweat.
I've been there. I have 2 girls. I know. I remember those very well. So we always, when we're talking to our clients on the phone or by email, we always ask them what the outcome is for their portraits. Do you want to have just updated Christmas cards for family and friends? Or are you looking for that beautiful wall portrait to hang over the mantle, the coveted picture you've waited for years? So if that's the case, that's an easy choice as far as colors go. So have the mom go stand in that room, look at the colors and what would complement that room, not distract from it. If not, then you're thinking about Christmas cards. We always tell the moms, because we moms, of course, are the ones with the brunt of the responsibility of booking the photographer, looking at the location, making sure.
Addressing them, sending them out.
Yes.
We do it all, right,
and
moms?
Sure we do. Our little darlings look amazing for the photo shoots, and everybody's happy and loves each other, all that fun stuff.
Right.
We've had that conversation in the car, too. Act like you love each other, because we really do.
Yes. We say the same thing. We're like, come on, put your arms around back like you love each other.
Come on, it's 5 minutes. You can do it.
That's funny.
But for the moms, we say, choose your outfit first. If you need an excuse to go shopping, by all means, use your photo shoot as that.
Yes, love that. Good advice.
If not, go stand in your closet, find that one beautiful piece that you feel the most confident in, that you know you look beautiful in. Grab that hanger, look at that outfit, find out what colors are in that dress. So for instance, if I chose a dress with burgundies and hunter greens and mustards, then I would take that to my husband's side of the closet, look at all of his shirts. If he's got a plaid shirt that's maybe white with burgundy, that's gonna work. You can mix. It's no longer white t-shirts and jeans or black t-shirts and jeans. We're not pirates. No. And don't worry, we've all done that. I totally understand.
Look at my family photos. Yes.
Yes, we have those on our wall,
definitely done both of those.
We have, but those are long gone. So no longer do you have to be matchy-matchy. It's all about complementary. So choosing 3 colors, 2 textures, that's probably the easy way to do it. Then you're gonna go down, you have your dress, you have your husband's shirt, you're gonna go down the hall to your children's closets. If they are young, you'll want to choose their outfits for them. But be careful, don't choose those beautiful dresses that are so uncomfortable, because nothing stops a family photo shoot faster than a toddler melting down in a beautiful gown that's itchy.
And you would know.
I would know.
You've seen it.
And we've got some pretty cute pictures with them crying. We still snap it. But that's not the one for the fireplace. So do that. If they're teenagers, let them choose their outfits. Just tell them what the color scheme is. So again, we're thinking burgundies, kind of the hunter green and the mustard yellow, and then let them choose something. Once you get all of those, then put them on the bed and look at it. How does it look? Do they all coordinate together? Is something sticking out, something not quite right? Then you probably have your outfits. But remember, 2 or 3 days before your session, try everything on.
Good idea.
Because so many times we have clients that will come to the studio, they are stressed to the max because little Johnny's beautiful long pants are now capri pants because he's grown so fast. And they have tags on them, they have stopped by Dillard's on their way to the photo shoot, don't even know if the pants are gonna fit. So have everybody try those on. It will make it a less stressful shoot for you. And then hang them all together, shoes and everything lined up. Add your accessories, all of those beautiful things. If you want to wear a hat, or if you want to layer a beautiful moto jacket, maybe a faux fur vest, something like that, and then you are ready to go.
Oh, great tips. Thank you so much. Once again, I think it's just because I just love all you ladies that are on today. I feel like we could talk for another hour.
Me too.
But if anyone had any questions, how could they reach you on social media?
Absolutely. Easiest is on Instagram. It's Kiki's Corner Photography. We're also on Facebook, or you can go to our website. We actually just uploaded a family guide for you that gives all of these tips and even more. So it's kikiscornerphotography.com.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, and happy holiday season. I know it's going to be a busy one for you.
It's crazy.
But thank you so much for sharing with us. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Well, coming up next, it is time for one of my favorite segments of Basin Life, Heart of the Basin. This week, we take you to the town of Odessa. Of course, best known for Friday Night Lights. But did you know that Odessa has the only full-sized regulation ice rink in West Texas within 300 miles? Take a look.
My name is Larry Langford. I have been coaching 48 years now. 23 of them have been here at MCM Ice. When you vacuum at home, you hope you're getting up all the dirt. But when you're out here on the Zamboni, it's instant gratification. You can see from snowy ice, rough ice, to all of a sudden, now we've got nice, clean ice for someone to glide on. It's 15 minutes out of my life that no one can call me, no one can ask me a question, no one can tap me on the shoulder, and I can just go off in my own little world. The '84 Olympics were in Sarajevo, and I was fortunate enough to be the world and Olympic team coach for Finland. This is a place where you can be free, express yourself, have fun, and at least for a while, try and forget about the problems that are out there. So as long as you've got good equipment, a belief in yourself, then you're going to be successful, not just in skating, but in life.
All right, if you know someone who has an interesting story, and we believe everyone does, email me at basinlife@basinpbs.org, and we will look forward to sharing that story in an upcoming episode. All right, everyone loves the food tray at the party, right? Well, we are going to learn together how to make the perfect kid-friendly charcuterie board for Halloween. And we're meeting this week celebrating Kids Honoree. But first, let's take a look at another great quote.
When it comes to dry cleaning, Pristine Organic Cleaners is the Permian Basin's only organic dry cleaner. We're your one-stop shop for dry cleaning, laundry, household services, tailoring, and alterations. Our easy drop green Garmento bags make leaving your clothes a cinch. Whether home delivery or corporate concierge drop-off and pickup service, we take the fuss out of dry cleaning.
Because at Pristine Organic Cleaners, what you put on your body is just as important as what you put in it.
Welcome back, everyone. I think kids are amazing. I know you do too, and we are so excited to honor and highlight young people in the Permian Basin that are doing great things, outstanding things, big or small. We want to celebrate it all, and they are making a difference. And today, this is fun. We are celebrating the Quote Kids. Who are the Quote Kids, you ask? Good question. I love these kids. They're a group of kids that are going around the Grassland neighborhood putting random notes on people's doors that are uplifting and positive. And just like this one that you see here, they're out there to inspire other people, and I love this. Now, we don't know who the Quote Kids are. I have my suspicions who they might be, but I really don't know who they are. But whoever you are, and parents, hats off to you too for raising such great kids. I love that these kids are spreading joy and positivity. So, outstanding young people, we want to hear from all of you. All you need to do to nominate someone is send us an email at basinlife@basinpbs.org. We will showcase them on an upcoming Celebrate Kids story. Isn't that fun? The Quote Kids, love what they're doing. Well, it's time for one of my favorite segments, Your Best Life. And each week we have some fun while we're learning together. And our next guest is the owner of Knife and Board, Miss Mandy McCabe. Mandy, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited to be here.
I'm so excited to learn how to make a charcuterie board. But first I want to find out, how did you get started in your business?
I started making them for friends and family, and I have such a great support group in that they have encouraged me to go out and do this on my own. And I have now for about 2 years, and it's been great. Midland has been so wonderful to me.
Well, I love following you on Instagram and seeing it makes me hungry immediately. But you also are teaching others how to do this in a fun setting.
Exactly. I do classes as well. And what I'm going to show you today is that you can easily do this at home with things you can find locally. So
this is
super easy.
Yes, fantastic. So we're going to do a fun, kid-friendly charcuterie board that you can do this out, Halloween this weekend. It'd be fun to get the kids together and make a shopping trip of it first to get the goodies.
Exactly.
And then put this masterpiece together. So
yes,
tell us what you have.
Well, we're going to get started, and first off, I have the board prepped out where I've kind of had my anchors. That's usually how I like to get started and get all the corners going. And so let me go over what I have here real quick and how you can do that. Okay. So these are the cutie oranges you can get, and if you peel them and go ahead and throw a nice green M&M on top. It looks like fun little pumpkins.
Cute.
The plastic spiders you'll see, if you take the spider rings and you cut it off, they become great decoration and they stick into things really nicely. So
I
those
love
are easy to
that.
find.
Little trick of the trade.
Exactly. In the middle, we have our mummy dogs, and those are your hot dog wiener wrapped with crescent roll. You can find that recipe anywhere really on Pinterest. Google it. Those are pretty easy to make in the oven.
And for time, you pre-cooked those.
Exactly,
And then
pre-cooked those. And if you use a little toothpick to put your little mustard eyes on there, it helps a lot to keep it concise.
That's cute. That is
Yeah,
adorable.
and I have pepperoni. I have used pumpkin cookie cutters into the cheese to give it a nice little pumpkin feel. And I'm gonna throw on there now, before I forget, to kind of give it some color and flair, some of our little spiders. And then you can bake your own cookies, or you can find some at your local grocery store. All of this stuff is bought locally that you can find. I like the black seedless grapes for Halloween time, and I've thrown in some spiders as well to give it some color. So
love that.
we can now get started, the fun part, filling everything in. I like to start putting my cookies kind of on the outside. You see with the eyeballs here, that's something that can roll off, and we don't want that. So kind of build from the outside in.
Okay.
And this is kind of the fun part. And the best part is that your kids or grandkids can help you with this, because this is just filling in fun part. I like to do the anchors myself, and then the kids
the
come
kids
in
do
and
the rest.
start just going at it, and it's really fun.
And there's no right or wrong way, right?
Exactly.
I mean, the only thing,
especially with these.
the only thing you have to do is taste test.
You do.
That is a must.
100% necessary.
So I will be your taste tester here for you. Those M&Ms are great. And I don't know if you've seen these in the store, which I have not, but they have the Halloween colors for you, which is great.
They do. Right now, all of our local grocery stores have amazing products out there. I've seen the orange macaroons that you can put in there, so you can find some cool macaroons even. Anything with it's all about the right colors, you know?
Right.
So anything with these fun colors.
And I was going to ask you, how do you balance it out? Because now I know you're going to put the blueberries on. Is there a trick to balancing out the color of it and,
Yes.
and to get the style that you're looking
I mean,
for?
yes and no. When you're letting the kids do it, I just let them have at it, and then you can always come in and move a few things around when they're not looking.
Right.
But for the most part, I just like to spread everything out and keep the stuff that's not going to roll off. I like to kind of keep on the side, like these pumpkins that kind of stand still. And it depends if you're a team pumpkin or a team candy corn person. I know it's
Ooh,
the same,
that's a
but
big
it's not.
question. Which one are you? Are you team pumpkin or team candy corn? I'm going to have to go pumpkin on this.
I'm pumpkin too.
I'm going to have to go but really I'm team M&Ms. So I'm going to have a few more.
Yes, they are
more
the
of these.
best.
I cannot get enough M&Ms.
They are amazing. And so I'm just still filling in as I go, keeping the pretzels kind of to the outside, because, you know, those aren't going to roll. The cookies to the outside, because those aren't going to roll. Things like that. And then you're just filling in. Don't forget the eyeballs.
Oh yeah, can't forget the eyeballs.
The
And look
eyeballs
how
add
cute this
extra
is.
flair.
Looking at the board, you know, when you have that blank canvas, you can create anything that you want. And you have done such a beautiful job doing this, not just with this one today, but with all of your canvases. They come out looking incredible. On average, how much would it cost to do something like this at home for somebody that is looking to do the candy charcuterie board with their kids?
Well, it depends how. You're going to have leftovers when you make one. And when you're in the business, you get to use those
Right.
and spread it across. So, I mean, I would say it would cost you less than $100, and then, but that's also with all the leftovers you're going to have. Then you're going to have plenty of candy and cookies to come. And probably with what you buy for one, you could make two out of it. So
And then go take one to grandma and grandpa.
exactly, or take one to a neighbor. I mean,
Yes.
this is the time to spread happiness and joy. And
Yes.
this will do it, let me tell you.
I love it. What other tips would you give to those of us that are, you know, looking to try this at home or try something fun like this during the holiday season?
The main thing when you use, I always tell people when you do use produce, in this board we're mainly using grapes, but in other boards I use all sorts of fruits and vegetables. And you don't want your board to get soggy. So what I would suggest is after you wash all your produce, you just lay it out on paper towels to dry. And that's been it seems like such a random little trick,
Right.
but it's been it's everything, because otherwise your fruits and vegetables kind of run together and get soggy.
Right.
And so that's the biggest thing I can tell people is that. And when you're putting your grapes on your plate, and you want to build them nicely, to use kitchen shears to cut around and cut your
Okay.
stems, so you don't have ugly stems sticking out. It all looks nicely. So don't be afraid to trim your grapes up, to stack them nicely, and to dry out all your fruits and vegetables before putting them on the board.
Good idea.
Yes,
Dry them out.
definitely.
And see, it is healthy. We've got blueberries.
Yeah, more blueberries.
That's right. More blueberries. We've got to put a little more health on there. Thank you again. Enjoy, everyone. Make one of these this Halloween. You will have a lot of fun with the kids. Here's what's coming up on Basin PBS this week. Tonight, October 26th at 7 p.m., Antiques Roadshow will celebrate Halloween with finds that are thrilling and chilling in their kooky and spooky episode. This Thursday, and oh, how I love this and can't wait to watch, Metallica and the San Francisco Symphony. How great is that? Now, you can join the ultimate heavy metal band as they combine forces with the nearly 80-member orchestra they're just outstanding. Now, this was actually filmed over 2 sold-out shows that opened San Francisco's Chase Center. The concert features the symphonic renditions of Metallica fan favorites. What's your fan favorite? Anyone? Okay, virtual high five if you said One or Sandman, Enter Sandman. Okay, I got a virtual high five from someone out there. And this Saturday, October 30th at 8 p.m., Jazz at Lincoln Center presents a swingin' Sesame Street celebration. Enjoy a celebration of the music of Sesame Street with the Jazz at Lincoln Center Orchestra. Big Bird, Elmo, and all the Sesame Street favorites will sing the show songs alongside the world-renowned orchestra and artistic director Wynton Marsalis. And we hope you will just join Basin PBS all week long. These are just some of the highlights that we wanted you to know about, but of course we appreciate you being here each and every day. And we hope that you will set your alarm every Monday for 4:30 p.m. and stay with us for an hour for Basin Life and One Question. And just in case your friends or family miss it and they can't see it, we will definitely be posting them at a later date on Basin PBS's Facebook page and our YouTube page as well. Just go hit the subscribe button. We like that. It makes us happy. It makes us smile. We want everyone to smile, right? Well, speaking of smiling, we hope that you will connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn at Krista Escamilla is my page. We would love for you to do that so I can share your great stories. I love hearing them, and I just can't wait to share more. That's it for today's show. Don't forget to always look for the good. You make it a great day.